All right, here we go. We're lit. It's the get back. James Cook run for 5 yards. This already the Sunday night game is fucking ridiculous.
The Sunday night game is insane.
Already. It's only
We've had
been
2 fumbles.
4
The
drives.
Bills are wearing white. It's a whiteout, but there's an asshole wearing blue. I mean, this is great.
Flea flicker already.
The Curtis Samuel of all people. Like, what? Josh Allen dropped the ball on a handoff, and then Ramondre Stevenson gave it right back.
Oh, man. Here we go. Ray Davis. Trucking people. There we go. All right. Here we are. We're the get back. It's Daniel Lewis today. And you want to get real sad? Let's get real sad. I want to talk about the New York Football Giants. Coming off of a win against the Chargers, objectively a better team than the Saints, by the way. And, Jackson Dart doesn't turn the ball over, right? Doesn't make mistakes. He looks good for a rookie. First start, looked pretty good, right? Using his legs. Had 2 touchdown passes. One pass looked a little Mahomey. That was pretty cool. So I'm like, okay, shit's up right now, right? And then we fucking go in to play the Saints. We're like, all right. Saints are fucking ass. Aye. So, we got this.
2 wins in a row. We got this.
2 and 3. We're going to be all right. Nope. Everything that happened in the first game of Jackson Dart, the opposite happened in the next game. So him protecting the football, he had 2 interceptions and a fumble. Him using his legs really. Not really. Wasn't really sliding that often either. He did have 2 touchdown passes in the first half. That was pretty cool. But when you turn the ball over 5 times, I'm talking to Cam Scadaboo, I'm talking to Darius Slayton, and I'm talking to Jackson Dart, you're not going to win football games. You're just not. It's not like the Saints' offense was a world beater tonight. Literally, one of the touchdowns came off of a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Right.
And, the defense pretty much did what it had to do, really. But the offense, I'm telling you, like, I'm going to compare it because it's a formula to that the Denver Broncos use. Their defense is elite. They have a great D-line, great secondary. Their defense is the best in the league. So that offense really doesn't have to do the most in order to win football games consistently. Now, would it be nice if your offense puts up 25-plus points every game? That would be fucking fantastic. But some games you just don't have to, right? And that's a luxury. The Giants, shit team, but they have a good-ass defense. Their D-line is good. Linebackers hurt, but still solid enough. And their secondary's playing pretty well. So you're thinking, okay, if I'm Jackson Dart, all I got to do is not be stupid, protect the football, run the ball, and we'll be all right. And in the first half, they were pretty fucking all right. They were looking good. And then Jackson Dart runs with the football, just slips out of his hands. Why not, right? At one point, there was like just 5 turnovers in a row for the Giants on offense. It's so fucking funny. Throws a pick. Cam Scadaboo fumbles. Darius Slayton fumbled. He fucking sucks, by the way. I'm going to go on a fucking rant about Darius Slayton. He sucks ass. He's so shit. Get him off my team. Trade him now. Yeah. It's just the offensive ineptitude, once again, of the Giants being the reason why we can't win games that we should win. And it sucks knowing that your team, coming off of high of beating the Chargers, a good team, a perennial AFC divisional matchup for some teams, and if they ride high, they could be in maybe the AFC championship game. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
This is a playoff team, and we win.
Right.
And we look good doing it.
Right.
And then we play the O and what is it? 0-4 Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And they win. It's wonderful. That is a perfect definition of what it is like to be a Giants fan in this day and age. Just they give you hope that one week they reel you back in. They're like, no, we're shit. We're bad. We're gonna be undisciplined. Turn the football over. And yeah, it was an awful game to watch. Jackson Dart tried all he could, tried to look a little Mahomey. Could not do it. So it sucks. Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think the the Chargers right now are an outlier to how this offense is built and how inept it is in every facet. I think I think I just go back to the fact that this team was not built in the right way, right? The offensive line still sucks. You know, you do not have the depth at receiver. Malik Neighbors getting hurt is unfortunate, but still there was nobody really behind him you could rely upon, and you definitely can't rely on anybody there now. Tyron Tracy getting hurt doesn't help either, but Cam Scattergood was a decent backup at least, but he can't do the whole thing. And like this defense, like I said, it's not like the Bronco defense is like the best defense in the NFL. This Giant defense is maybe top 15, top 10 range. It's not great. It's not like the worst. It's not great, but there are holes there. There are problems with it. Secondary needs some help, and linebacker needs some help. Defensive line is fantastic, absolutely. But I think where you see a lot of the Giant problems come from the fact that you're starting a rookie quarterback, so there's going to be growing pains there, and you see him trying to force the issue because this is the first time he's actually facing real pressure, right? And again, like it's not like this was a I don't think Jackson Dart played. I think he played like a rookie. I think this was just a rookie start. It's his second game starting. I think you're gonna have games like this from a rookie, right? The interceptions are a problem, right? Are the problem. Fumbling is fumbling. I think he'll learn from it. I think he can learn from it. I think I think this is a good test now going to Thursday where you play the Eagles. So you have to learn how to throw away games quickly. He's got to throw out the Saint game, move on to the Eagles, a different kind of beast. So that's going to be a good test for him to do that. But I think this is just what you have to expect from a rookie, from for lack of a better term, a very bad offense with a rookie quarterback, right? Like this is what you have to expect. And I think we've been saying it all year is that this offense just is not good, but this defense is going to carry you into games. And this offense, if it can get to 20 points, if it can get to 24 points a game, even 21, you have a good chance of winning the game just by doing that, right? I can't see this offense doing that consistently without Tyron Tracy, without an offensive line, and without Malik Neighbors. I just don't. I don't see it. And I think, again, it harks back to the fact that this team was not built with the intention of being offensively heavy or having, like, there's no offensive line to rely on a run game. There's no deep threat the offensive line to protect for that long for Jackson Dart to throw the ball. And you brought in Russell Wilson just to kind of ease the pressure of Jackson Dart, and you've thrown that plan out the window. So there's no going back now. So you're going to get what you're going to get. And if Jackson Dart can make it through the year, look relatively okay, you can build on that. But you have to go through growing pains. It's just part of it. And I think it's not a good look. You lost to the, winless Saints. But I think stuff like this happens. It's his first road game in the NFL. It's his second career start. It's his first time facing adversity. And he did not rise to the occasion. And he made some mistakes. So Jackson Dart coming out of college was not a finished product. He wasn't, he was an older quarterback. He had the maturity. He had the arm. But there were still problems there. So much so that it was a surprise and a quote reach when the Giants took him. So I don't think you can expect him to kind of have this all figured out right now. Could he figure it out? Yes. But I think this is part of what you're seeing, the good and the bad with the Giants offense and with Jackson Dart in and of itself. So I think there's a lot to learn, and I'm trying to talk you off the cliff. But I think this is just the reality of having a rookie quarterback and having an offense that's so bad that a lot of these games are going to be, against like worser teams like the Saints. they're going to be competitive, and you're not going to win them just because your offense cannot get going and your quarterback play is not good right now.
This was
And you have no Malik Neighbors or Tyrone Tracy or who's the other one? Or Andrew Thomas. Or Thomas on an unlimited snap count, on a snap count. But it's like you're missing your three best offensives on top of having a bad offense already with two, if they're in the lineup. So it's like you don't have this offense is basically not competitive in some games. They're not gonna be. That's just the reality of the situation.
you know, this was the easiest game on our schedule, and the rest of the games don't look too hot. Play the Eagles, then the Broncos, then the Eagles, then the 49ers, then the Bears, Packers, Lions, Patriots, Commanders, Vikings, Raiders. We could beat the Raiders, maybe. Probably not. At that point, if we're shit, you probably just want to lose to the Raiders anyway. Then the Cowboys. So, it's,
I think you're looking at a top 5 pick.
well, it's what it's like.
Sorry.
It's what it's like right now. Just gotta get through the mud. Believe. Yeah. Really fucking love it. Yeah. Love it a lot. Yeah, it's great. And fucking also, let me fucking get angry. Fucking Darius Slayton, yeah. How much are you getting paid a year? How much? Contract? Thank you very much. You are making... You signed a 3-year, $36 million contract with the Giants. 22 of that is guaranteed. I think none of that should be guaranteed. I don't think you should have a contract. That's how shit you are. Like, people, and I love, like, Giants fans. I love the fan base. I love what we represent, right? But when it comes to certain things, they're just dumb. Darius Slayton is not that good of a wide receiver. He is a wide receiver 3 or 4 at best. At best, he is not a wide receiver 2 of any stretch of the imagination. If he was on any other team, he would not get burned because he's not that good. But yet the Giants are like, guys, we got him. Our wide receiver 2 of the future. No, he's not. And then it just proves to me, like, he finally catches a pass, fumbles immediately. All right, get him off my team. Like, it's not fun to see a guy getting paid money and getting a new contract and then having a shit season so far. So, and he's already 28 years old. Cut him. Cut him in 2 years. Just cut him. Just save money and cut him. I can't. This sucks. That's all right. Being a Giants fan is fun. Yeah, for sure. It's great. It's great right now. Really fun. But you know what else is not fun? Being a fan of another New York team. It's the New York Jets.
Yep.
So, my fault for giving you hope. I said last week that no. Let me finish. Let me get this out.
It's not your fault because I didn't accept it and I called this and I permanently said it's going to happen. I said it. I'm not saying I was Nostradamus because I think it was pretty clear to see.
You know what's funny? Jets were favorites in this game.
Yeah, they were. By some fucking idiot in Vegas. Who clearly has not watched both these teams play. Yeah. The Jets lost to the Cowboys 37-22, and really it was more like 37-10 because all those points for the Jets came late. I mean, like, I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, this offense was never going to kill with the Cowboys offense. I knew that. This Cowboy offense is really good. I just continue to say I think this defense right now is just not playing as good as we thought it was. I think this is very clearly a very bad defense. And look, I said it when we had the first discussion, right? And I said it when we did the video about it, and I said it after he got the contract. I think Sauce Gardner got a little bit overpaid. I think Sauce Gardner is absolutely getting exposed right now. I think he's part of the problem. I think I never would have paid him that amount of money. I mean, I'm confident in saying that now. I don't think he's earned a dime of that. This is why I would have rather have waited for the contract to expire to see what he does this year. Because it's a continuation of last year where it's missed tackles, it's lack of coverage. I mean, he was guarding George Pickens today. 57 yards, a touchdown, 43 is the longest. Ryan Flannery, I can't even say his name, was a sixth round pick, had 114 yards today. What do you want me to say? Jake Ferguson had 50 yards because nobody who could cover him either, because nobody can cover a tight end on this team. The defensive line hasn't gotten a sack. We haven't had a turnover. Don't talk about turnovers. We haven't had a single turnover created in 5 games. Nobody has done that in history of football.
You know what's funny? Yeah?
Like
you want to know something funny? The Giants created their own turnover today. That's how shit we are, and you guys haven't even forced or won at all. But we've created that shit. Ain't that shit crazy?
Not an interception, not a fumble, not like a safety. Nothing.
Wait, did they fumble again?
Oh my god, the Bills fumbled again.
What the fuck is happening?
And the Jets can't even get one of those motherfuckers. We can't get one.
All right, so Keon Coleman. He fumbled.
He fumbled it.
And just a scramble for the ball. And he got it. Hawkins.
See, the Jets haven't done that at all this year.
Yo,
they haven't stripped the ball away from somebody and pounced on a loose ball. Isn't that crazy?
Talking about icy white. Do they fucking have ice on their hand? Why the fuck is the ball just slipping out? What the fuck is up with them? That's already too fucking wow.
Turnover in the first quarter, and the Jets haven't gotten one of those. So it's like, that's part of the problem. And this offense is like it's okay. I mean, again, you get what you get. Like Brees Hall gives you 100 yards every game. That's great. Garrett Wilson gets you a touchdown, 60 yards every game. That's great. Mason Taylor is turning into a superstar at tight end. That's great to see. Outside of that, this offense just doesn't click. There's no depth. There's no continuity. Justin Fields looks okay. Like there's no real star and elite power on this offense, because I think we were expecting this defense to be good. We were expecting this defense to at least put up decent numbers, and I said the offense needs to just do enough, and to a degree they've been doing that. The defense they can't force turnovers, they can't stop a run, they can't tackle anybody, they don't produce sacks. Dak Prescott got sacked one time today for 1 yard. What does that do for me? Nothing. So and you played this Cowboy defense, which is not that great, and you got 22 points, fine, but that came all in the fourth quarter, so you really got maybe 10 or 7. That's your most winnable game was against the Bucs in week 3, and you lost that. Fine. You got absolutely spanked by the Bills. Fine, that's expected. You almost beat the Steelers on week 1. That's fine. Losing to Miami was my breaking point, because that should have been a game where they can get right. They're playing a bad offense without Tyreek Hill, a very winnable game in Miami, and they can't even stop them. They can't stop the Dolphins at all on defense. They cannot stop them. They can't produce anything on offense. Brandon Allen fumbles the ball at the 1 yard line. Justin Fields is inept at quarterback. The penalties that are not called, which should have been called, and we get called for little ticky-tack fouls. that pissed me off. That was like, okay, I know the season's in the shitter. Today, I was expecting everything to go crumbling down. I just knew we weren't going to win this game. I just knew it. I went into the game, and I just knew we weren't going to win. That's the point I'm at with this team. I'm not even thinking about playoffs. I'm not even thinking about winning games because I don't think it might not ever happen. It might not. We play the Broncos. You think we're beating the Broncos with that defense against this offense in London? No shot. No shot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
It's not gonna happen.
I'm sorry. I have the Broncos defense in fantasy. Yeah, they're gonna spank. It's gonna yeah, they're gonna get sacks. They're gonna get pressure. They're gonna force it. Yeah,
Axel Kane's gonna lock up Garrett Wilson, and then who's left? Alan Lazard, Josh Reynolds. What? Who are we talking about? What? Brees Hall's gonna get what? 100 yards again? Great. Is he gonna get a touchdown? No. Let's try to run an RPO. No. All right. And again, I don't think this offense is bad. I think their stars are doing what they need to do. But this defense is atrocious. It's atrocious. It is. Sauce Gardner has not been worth the contract, and he's not been playing well. Quinton Williams hasn't gotten, I don't think he's gotten a sack so far this year. Maybe he has, I don't even remember it. Will McDonald completely fell off the face of the earth for having a great week one and blocking the field goal. I couldn't tell you who the other cornerback is because he sucks. Andre Cisco, he gave $5 million to Andre Cisco to do nothing. It's like it's like what I expect nothing. I expect nothing. I really did think this team had a shot. I did. I really think this was a really good team on paper. I didn't think they were elite, but I said if they were, I think they were a lot better than we gave them credit for. This team sucks. And granted, they cleaned up the penalties and they had a decent run of penalties, and Aaron Glenn did fix that. But the guy's 0-5. I don't know if he's a good coach or not. This is the problem, right? Like, you can judge. You know Brian Daboll is a bad coach. You know your offense is terrible. You know your defense is good. I don't know. I don't know if Aaron Glenn's a bad coach or if this team is just bad and he's trying his best. I've seen flashes. I've seen good moments. But I've also seen the same old Jets. So I don't know. I don't know whether we should just blow it up now before it gets worse, or we got to give him another chance. Because I can't waste my time again, bro. I can't waste 2 years of this. Mm-hmm. If it's the same old shit, I can't. Like as Giant fans, you know. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen next year. Are we going to draft a quarterback? Are we going to keep Justin Fields? I'm thinking about the draft, and it's week 5. Because we're 0-5. We'll be 0-6. We were the only team without a win because the Titans had a win today too.
Oh, you want to know what's funny? Yeah, you're gonna have to watch your team lose at 9:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I work nights, so I gotta get up early. I can't even sleep on a weekend.
It's
I'm nothing more to
yeah.
say. Sauce Gardner's is a big Sauce Gardner's. What a fucking terrible contract that was, man. What a terrible fucking contract. Not even one turnover. Not even one. George fucking Pickens. They didn't have CeeDee Lamb today, and they got 30. I knew they were getting 30. I knew it. I had a feeling. I knew they were getting 30. 37. That's fucking crazy.
You want to know what else is crazy? The Eagles lost today against the Denver Broncos.
I don't think that's crazy. I think we spoke about this last week.
You know what is crazy, though? Saquon Barkley had 6 carries in this game.
Yeah.
Tell me why the fuck
This is what we talked about last week.
Only give Saquon Barkley 6 attempts at rush. And don't get me wrong, He had 30 yards on those 6 carries. 5 yards a carry.
This is what did we talk about last week? When AJ Brown posts cryptic messages, he gets the ball a lot and they become a passing offense.
But my thing is,
when Jalen Hurts starts feeling in his bag a little bit about throwing the ball, they're going to throw the ball.
Devontae Smith had 8 catches, 114 yards. He was fucking cooking. That's because fucking Surtain is fucking locking up A.J. Brown on the other side. It just doesn't matter. And fucking Barkley had 6 carries. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great. Nick Bonito had fucking 2.5 sacks. This fucking guy's legit.
Nick Bonito is legit. He's a great DVD lineman.
They won the Broncos won the time of possession. You want to know why? Because they fucking handed the ball off to a running back that's good. Huh. Shocking. Fucking Philly. I'm sorry. Listen, I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a good quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts can throw the football. I think he can. Right? Do all these things, right? You have fucking Saquon Barkley. Is it wrong for you to want to run the ball? Is it wrong? Is this immoral? Is this like not legal? 6 times. 6. You telling me he had just a little bit over 1 carry a quarter?
That's kind of crazy. He had almost one per quarter. It's crazy.
That's wild. That's crazy. Granted, he had a fucking touchdown catch, but still, why did he only get 6 carries against a defense that you could probably run the ball a little bit? You got to mix it up. And and the Philadelphia Eagles defense, they played well too. Right? But here's the thing about the Broncos offense. They don't need to be that fucking good to win games. They don't. Because they know their defense is going to fucking shut you down. So for them, scoring 21 points is like, oh, we won. We got them. That's it. No possible way of them coming back from this one, guys. Ha! We're good. I just don't understand where the Eagles can get off on winning games, but looking shit. And,
you know what's crazy?
And then what's up?
You know what's crazy? So the Eagles had Barkley rush for 6, A.J. Dillon rushed 2 times, Jalen Hurts rushed 2 times, Will Shipley rushed 11 times. J.K. Dobbins rushed 20 times today. Right? The Broncos had 29 rushing plays in this game. The Eagles had 11. But it gets crazier when you realize they also passed the ball 24 times. The Broncos did. They had 53 plays. The Eagles passed the ball 23 times. So 11 plus 20, they had 34 plays. This is supposed to be one of the best offenses in the league. And Broncos supposed to be one of the worst offenses in the league. And they almost doubled them in plays. Like,
I don't know what it is.
I don't understand it.
It's like, it has to be a coordinator. This has to be deeper than talent. I truly believe this because we saw what Jalen Hurts and this offense was doing last year and getting A.J. Brown the ball. This has to be organizationally. This has to be coaching. Because it's unbelievable how if I am an offensive coordinator and I have this personnel, do you know the type of shit I'm running? Do you understand? Who's their fucking offensive coordinator? Let me fucking hear it.
Kevin Patullo.
Kevin?
He was so here's the thing. He's a rookie coordinator. He got promoted. He was the offensive pass game coordinator and the associate head coach. So this is his first time as a coordinator.
Get him off the team. Now, granted, it is only 5 games, and they are 4-1, and they play the Giants on Thursday night. That's a get me right game, right? That's a hey, let's run the football, let's get right game. Then they play the Vikings. Tough defense. So, and then they play the Packers. Tough defense. Then they play the Lions. Tough defense. they have to go up against these teams that can cover you, can guard you, and these are playoff teams potentially. Not with the Vikings as much because they lost JJ McCarthy, but they won this week. So, but the Packers.
Hey, Carson wants his cooking. Let him cook.
Stop. But the Packers and the Lions, right? Like these are two playoff teams that have good defenses, that have good offenses, right? You're gonna play the Cowboys again, who play good offense, not so much defense. Maybe that could be your get you right game, right? Then you play the Bears. On is that Thanksgiving? You play them on Thanksgiving? Wow. Eagles playing the Bears on Thanksgiving? That's a bit strange, but hey, I'm here for it. Then you play the Chargers, right? Then you play the Bills. Then you play the Commanders twice. They're in division, right? Like, you have to look good. Because even in the wins that they had, apart from the Rams game, this offense has not looked good.
Right.
I don't like where this offense is at. Respectfully. Like, with this type of personnel, you gotta be fucking kidding me on how you can't make this work. Literally, do the same shit they did last year.
You know what's crazy to me, too? They had, what was it? A 17-3 lead going into the fourth quarter. So when you have a lead, you run the ball. That's just football 101. You run that clock as much as possible. They weren't doing that. Like,
it was terrible. It was awful.
You had a 17-3 lead. And you couldn't stack on top of that. They didn't score at all in the fourth quarter. And granted, like, the Bronco defense is the best defense in the NFL. No, there's no question about that. Right? You still can't, like, kill time or, like, get a first down here and there and have time possession. Like, your time possession when you have the lead should not be less than the other team. Especially going into the fourth quarter. That cannot happen. It just cannot happen. I don't know. I would be very surprised if the Eagles slip, but if this continues, I don't know what to do. I think there's going to be a serious discussion at coordinator really soon if this continues, because Saquon Barkley getting 6 carries is insane. Like, he should be getting half your plays. Half your plays should just be give the ball to Saquon. That's it. That should be half your playbook.
Literally, half of the playbook should be run plays, screen plays, play action, bootlegs to Saquon Barkley. Just give him the ball. Like, and it's not like I have him in fantasy, but like, it's fucking like he's your best player. He is. You give him you like. This is why, like, when Garrett Wilson gets the ball in the fourth quarter, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this Jets play calling? Are you sitting here and telling me that Garrett Wilson should have 12 targets minimum every game? 12. Minimum. He should be getting looked at 3 times per quarter every single time. Every drive, he should get a look. Every drive. Every drive. But no. These people, they're like, guys, Let's fucking fling the rock against a really good secondary. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Instead of combating pressure with screenplays to Saquon Barkley, which are passes, and then you could maybe set up the run, no. You just decide to let Jalen Hurts get sacked. Oops, because you're just fucking dropping back in gun, and you think shit is sweet. No, this defense is going to come after you. And that's what you're going to face in the playoffs. And you're going to get fucking spanked in the playoffs if you don't get shit right. If you don't know how to use... Like, it's one thing to have the talent. It's another thing to use the talent properly in order to win games. That's the problem with the Jets. I think the Jets have a really talented defense. Are they playing like it? Fuck no. Are they being put in positions to potentially be good? Fuck no. Neither is the offense. Fuck no. But you're trying.
Yeah.
Well, with the Eagles, there's a different standard.
Yeah.
It's just different. The personnel that you have, every fan base would die for. every single one of them. And you do these 6 carries with Barkley is absurd.
Look, I think the Eagles have a tough schedule. I think they've done a really good job so far with it. They definitely got through the toughest part of the schedule. They're gonna get a little bit lighter now. But I look to this game against the Lions, against the Chargers, and against the Bills. I think they'll rack up enough wins that they'll be like a top playoff team. Maybe not the first, maybe like the second seed, maybe not the first seed. But those games against the Lions, the Chargers, and the Bills are super important to see how they play. Because if we have a repeat of this today, they're not going very far anytime soon, right? Like the Bears, the Raiders, the Giants, even the Commanders, even the Cowboys. I feel like they have the talent that they could still find a way to win those games, and that they could find a way to maybe not destroy them, but they'll win those games. Maybe they'll destroy the Giants, but maybe not against like the Commanders or the Cowboys. But I think there's an opportunity there where their talent will take them over the top. But against like those really good playoff teams like the Lions and the Bills, we have to see a different look offensively from them. We have to see Saquon Barkley running the ball. We have to. So
6 carries that's honestly like imagine like in the pregame meetings, right? And they're like, all right, Saquon, we're gonna feature you tonight. We're gonna put you in these packages. You're gonna get some good looks out there tonight. And he's like, all right, bet. So I think he's probably thinking in his head, all right, 20 carries minimum. A couple catches minimum. Maybe rushing touchdown on the goal line. Maybe some goal line work. All right, I'm gonna have a good day. Right? I'm Saquon motherfucking Barkley. And then 6 times. It's almost like they just spat in his coffee and told him to drink it. It's like, oh. What happened?
as an injured player, it was scrum during the kickoff. I'm trying to see who's down. The Patriot.
Damn. Oh, he
Oh, the ball
fumbled it.
came out.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They're lucky to recover that. Wow.
Is it cold in Buffalo? Am I crazy?
Oh, wow. Gibson got fucking leveled as well.
Yeah, you got a level too.
Yeah. That sucks. Buffalo playing fucking Patriots playing a tough ass game right now. That defense, I'm not gonna lie, defense is looking alright. As long as the offense could just do anything against this Bills defense, then they'll be okay. But yeah, it's just disrespectful. I don't get offensive coordinators who just don't like feeding their best players. It's crazy, right?
Now, Lewis. What if Saquon Barkley carries the ball 6 times against the Giants? Some might say you have a decent shot at winning that game. Saquon Barkley is not featured again.
But we know he is. Like, this is how the NFL happens, right? There's some shit, somebody has a down week, right? And then the next week, they talk about it in the media. Oh, yeah, we're going to feature him early and often. And then he gets featured early and often, and then he does good. And then you're like, oh, see, this is why you feature him early and often. This is why you get the guy involved. And it just so happens that it has to be on Thursday night against the Giants. You know what? Maybe they were saving him for Thursday night against the Giants. They were like, all right, brother, rest up, please. We gonna need you.
You think they were like, you know what, guys? We're 4-0. We can punt this one. We'll be fine.
Yeah, like, let Jalen Hurts throw, because the next game, we're fucking running the ball.
Running the ball.
Yo,
Stay close. 25 carries.
Because I'm not going to lie, Giants rush defense, a little sus. So, it wouldn't be crazy to see that. So, it sucks. It just has to be against the Giants. Well, of course it is. Yeah, we're gonna get spanked. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. What other games happened? The Texans destroyed the Ravens with Lamar Jackson not playing. Finally, the Texans offense looked competent. Who would have thought? Wow.
But this Raven defense again looks bad. This is not a
They're
good
bad.
defense.
They're not a good defense. Especially with Lamar not being here to like supplement like the offensive load in any way. Yeah, this team, as long as Lamar's sitting out, they're gonna lose every game.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose against the Rams next week, and if Lamar comes back against the Bears, they have a shot because it's the Bears. But then they play the Dolphins. All right, that's a get you right. That's a get you right game. Their defense is not that good, so maybe you can expose them a little bit. Then you
It's
play
gonna
the
stay well.
Vikings, Browns. You know, you beat the Browns 41-17, but is your defense really all that right now? I don't know. Maybe Browns could sneak that one. Who knows? Then you play the Jets, Bengals.
Those are good. Those are get you right games.
Those will get you right. Yeah.
Right.
But then you play the Steelers. Ugh. um, you probably lose that. And then you play the Bengals. Knowing Baltimore, they lose one of these games against the Bengals. Knowing them. And they might lose against the Patriots because why not? Fucking who knows? Then you play the Packers and Steelers to end the year. Honestly, if Lamar sits out the next like 2 games, season's cooked. I truly believe that. I don't think that there's enough get you right games on here to get you into the playoffs, especially in that division where you have the Steelers, who are going to be number 1. So you have to be in the wild card. Right? You cannot be the division winner now. Right? So you have to be number 2, and you have to maybe get lucky by other teams being bad.
So you have to figure like 10 wins, right? You have to figure that. I think it's going to be tight, especially if Lamar doesn't come back soon, right? And I think even if they do make a wild card, if they would play like a Charger or the Broncos or the Texans, I don't think they beat them. Maybe the Texans, but I think the Chargers are better than them. I think the Broncos are definitely better than them, especially on the road. The Chiefs, if they play the Chiefs in week 1, the Bills, like I think there's better teams in the AFC right now that are better than them.
Yeah. Their defense is just not up to par, and it really shows when you watch them. It's just like, wow, you guys stink. Like it's not even funny. You guys just suck, and credit to Lamar and the offense for trying to get it right, but man, that defense is just Swiss cheese. They don't have good corners. They're not that fast. They're not that athletic. Their D line. Who is on the D line? Name them. We can't name them. There is nobody. They're all fucking injured. Their linebacker, they have Roquan Smith. Is he playing? I think Roquan Smith is injured as well. I don't think they have anybody. I think they're suffering from the 49ers right now where everybody's just fucking. Oh yeah, he has a hamstring injury. He's sidelined. Okay. Yeah, so they have fucking Joe Schmo on fucking defense. Yeah, you're not winning these games. Sorry. And John Harbaugh isn't that great of a coach to where you could just fucking be winning these games like that. Even with shit players. Like John Harbaugh, he's always had like solid fucking pieces. Solid pieces. That's why he's, consistently in the playoffs, consistently trying to make things happen. Even won a Super Bowl. So it's like, I just don't. I don't see a world where the Ravens make the playoffs.
I wouldn't say that. I think they will make the playoffs because I think the AFC is very limited right now. But I can't see them getting past the first round. I see them getting out of the wild card. I really can. Because like you got to figure too, the Colts are going to be in there. The Colts probably win their division because nobody's beating the Colts right now. The Broncos will be there. The Chiefs will be there. Chargers will be there. Um, the Steelers probably win their division. The Bills are going to win their division. Who am I missing? And the Texans will be there to win the no. Indy will win their division. The Texans are in the shitter because they started 0-3. Um, or they started 0-4 or 0-3. I don't remember. I
Who?
don't remember. The Texans.
Oh, they were 0-3. Are they? Yeah, I think they were 0-3. Then they won their next two.
They're like kind of there. They're climbing back, but I think the Colts are going to win that division easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tight, but I do see them winning enough games to get it. I do.
Mm, I don't know, Jim.
I don't know,
I don't
Jim.
know, Jim. I don't know. Um,
It's going to depend on when he comes back, when Lamar comes back, and how healthy he looks.
like, okay, who's better right now?
Everybody's better than the Ravens right
Bills,
now.
Colts,
Lamar
Steelers,
Jackson.
Chargers, Jaguars, Broncos, Chiefs. That's what the playoffs would look like, 1-7, right now. I
I
don't.
think they can catch the Jaguars. I do. But I think without Lamar, it's not going to happen.
No.
And we don't know how severe Lamar's injury is.
And
We don't know when he'll
also
be.
without Derrick Henry playing good. I like
That's the other problem.
they
The
just
team, this
can't
team,
run the
this
ball.
team has a lot of problems, but I do think they are talented enough to figure it out and get to the playoffs. I don't think they're winning a playoff game this year, but I think they get in. By the skin of their teeth, I think they get in.
They for me, I would think they had to get real lucky, real fucking lucky. They would have to get some help. So we'll see. We'll see for the Ravens there. I mean, they're still like a premium like name value team, and you can never count out Lamar because he's that good. But phew, I mean, it fucking blows to be a Ravens fan right now. So you're just watching the game. You're like, yeah, we're gonna get spanked, aren't we? Yeah, all right, we can continue on with our fucking life. But you know what I really like? I like watching Baker Mayfield go 29 of 33 for 2 touchdowns and 379 passing yards. Love to see it. I love Emeka Egbuka having 7 catches for 163 yards and a touchdown. I love it. And you know what? Yeah. Tampa Bay doesn't get sacks. Their defense is not that great. It's okay. It's fine. But boy, do they control time of possession. They convert on third down. They don't commit that penalties. And Baker Mayfield's when he plays good ball, he's playing good fucking ball. 29 to 33, you pretty much had like no mistakes, pretty much. Oh, Josh Allen. There you go. He pretty much had no mistakes. Sam Darnold also played well, but had an interception that costed him the entire game. So, but this Tampa Bay offense, man, when they're on and clicking, they're on, and they just need their defense to be okay enough. It's the opposite of some teams where they need the offense to be okay, and the defense can do all the work. No. Tampa's gonna be fucking great. They're gonna score.
You know, it'd be a great Super Bowl. Bucks Broncos.
No.
Why not?
I think
A fully healthy Bucks offense against a fully healthy Broncos defense.
I just think Broncos would beat them. I think it would be like okay, but like I think Pat Surtain would lock down one of these receivers. Baker Mayfield, he'll sling it, throw a couple picks in there. I don't see Tampa winning that game at all. Like
I think it'd be fun.
listen. I love to glaze the Broncos. They played the Falcons, Texans, Jets. Pretty light schedule so far. I'm going to see them against the Bills and the Rams and see how they look. They play the 49ers next week, who have good defense. They played the Seahawks this week, who are good. This is a good win. So
It's a good win.
it's a solid win, right?
It was another game-winning drive by Baker.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what more can you say, man? The Buccaneers' offense is just that good.
This offense is really good. They are. I think in the NFC, they're probably one of the better offensive teams in the NFC. I really am high on. I think the defense is better than what they give them credit for. I think it's decent enough. Like it's like this is the thing when we say this, right? There's like a good defense and there's a decent defense. Like this is a decent defense. It's good-ish in spots and in situations where they'll get a stop when they need it. Like that to me is like a lot. Like a lot of teams are like they'll get a stop when they need it. But this offense is just so prolific and so dangerous.
And you
They
know,
can, they, and they can run the ball too.
you know what's
like,
funny,
Bucky Irving is a great running
You know
back.
what's funny? They didn't have Bucky Irving or Mike Evans for this game.
Right. But they can also. But Rashid White's also a good running back. They have depth. They went a leader in the draft. They got Ibuka when they should have picked a defense, but they got to make Ibuka. Like this offense just has so many weapons they can be with, and Baker can run as well. He can scramble. He's got an elite arm. It's like there's and when Mike Evans is there, and when Ibuka is there, and the offensive line is good, not great, but it's good enough. They're gonna average 30 points a game. Like that's just what they're gonna walk into every game with, and they're gonna get there. So, and the Seahawks team's a good team. I'm not worried about them. I think this is just a tough loss. You move on. I think they'll be fine. I think another close game is kind of surprising. But I think Sam Darnold is gonna be fine. Cooper Kupp is still Cooper Kupp. Jack Smith and Jigba is the second coming of Christ. All of a sudden, he's like one of the top receivers in the league. So I'm not worried about the Seahawks. I think the Bucks. I'm not worried about them. I think they'll be fine. They'll win the division. They'll be in that chase. Mm-hmm. I think them, the Eagles, the Lions. I can see either one or the Rams. You know, that's gonna be a fun, top four right there for who gets that first who gets that first spot in the NFC race.
Because you got San Fran. They're 4-1 right now. Seattle is 3-2, and then the Rams are 3-2.
Right.
So all of these are separated by a game.
San Fran is weird.
We have to talk about San Fran. I mean,
hey.
The fact that they beat the Rams, I was genuinely shocked. I haven't been this shocked in years. Genuinely shocked. The fact that I'm watching Mac Jones go 33 of 49 for 342 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, granted, doesn't throw the ball that far, but still, you got to fucking complete the passes that are there. And fucking Kendrick Bourne. Just 10 catches, 142 yards. Yeah, it's fine. Nothing crazy. Just nothing too crazy. And then Christian McCaffrey has to be the second coming of Christ, and he's not injured. It's crazy. And they had 40 minutes of possession. Wow. This is crazy. How did they win? I don't know.
Listen, I've just been saying it for the past 3 years. You can plug in any quarterback in that system, and they'll make it work. And they might even play better than Purdy. They might even play better. I've just been saying it for the past 3 years. I wouldn't have paid Purdy that money. Just saying. They're undefeated with Mac Jones in the lineup. I'm just saying. Well, but what do I know? But no, I really like with how injured this Niner team is and how they looked against Jacksonville, especially. I was not expecting to go into this game and win. I was not. I think the Rams are such a better team, and the Rams played well. Like Puka Nacua went off. Kyron Williams went off on this defense. Matt Stafford had a good game. It was just like they could not. Like their offense went so fast and scored so much that they couldn't have the possession for any period of time. Like it was just one of those situations where they were just moving the ball so quickly and effectively that they just didn't have the ball for a long period of time. Like, it wasn't like, and San Fran just like was just like a slow, you know, wearing down this Rams defense, right? Just slowly grinding it down. That's how they got the win at the end. And like, I think this Niner defense is again good, not great. It's hurt. It's a hurt defense, but the fact they're able to go into Los Angeles on a short week and pick up a win and find and get a defensive stop where it mattered showed me a lot. I wasn't expecting that from them. This was definitely the toughest game on their schedule so far, and they really showed up big time. Kendrick Bourne going off. Like here's the thing, like it shouldn't work. They have no receiver. They have no offensive line. They had like Christian McCaffrey is great. Don't get me wrong, but he's not featured enough either. It's like because they can't because if he plays more than 15 snaps, he'll get hurt again. It'll be out for the year. So it's like they can't give the ball to him too many times in a game. And it's like everything that we said was bad about them last week, they completely turned around this week. They completely like were just like, no, we have depth. No, we're not hurt. No, Matt Jones is good. No, our defense is good enough. Like it shouldn't work. All like everything about it shouldn't work, and it does. And I still think they're not the best team in the NFC. I think if they do play like the Lions or like the Eagles or Bucks, I think they still lose. I think if they play the Rams again, they lose. I think this is a genuine 50-50 with them and the Rams for the division. So I don't know. I think it can go either way. But this division again is looking freaking crazy. Like this division again looks. It's just stupid. It's a stupid division that it shouldn't work, and it's going to be a dogfight at the end of the year. And you never know. The Cardinals might turn around and win the division. We could never see it coming with 8 wins. Like genuinely, like that could happen, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't know. Like this division is so weird. These games that they play are so weird. The Niners are weird. The Rams are like weird because they're good, but they're not good. And they go out and they do this and they lose and they have no fans because nobody wants to go watch football in LA. Who would have thunk it? But it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I applaud the Niners for the win. It proves my point on Brock Purdy and Mac Jones. But I'm very like I'm more surprised that the Rams didn't find a way to win this game. They didn't. They all facet they should have blown the Niners out on a short week with no players, and they didn't. That to me was more surprising than the Niners winning, is what I'll say.
My thing is like I'm surprised that because I think we can all say that, and I think this is a fair assessment, that Brock Purdy is more talented than Mac Jones. But when it comes to, I don't know what it is, Shanahan just fucking puppet master with quarterbacks who aren't that mobile and not that great of an arm. I don't fucking understand it. What, like, because he did this shit with Jimmy Garoppolo. Sam Darnold for a game fucking worked. CJ Beathard at one point was working. Nick Mullins was fucking cooking in some games. Nick Mullins, right? So I'm just saying, like, how does a guy with the clear and obvious talent at the position not look that good in these games? It's gotta be that his football IQ is just not there. Something is wrong with you. And I don't think it's your talent. Because Brock Purdy's he's a talented player. But like the mistakes he makes, the overthrows, is it because he's 5'11", 5'10"? That's why you're throwing over the offensive line. You can't really see that well. Okay, Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? It has to be something to where he isn't playing to what his talent level says he should play to.
Well, I think it's very clear that Kyle Shanahan is not going to change the way he coaches because of who he has. But there are certain people who fit his mold at what that position should require better than others, right? And when you look at Mac Jones and you very much like talent aside, you compare him to Brock Purdy, you see a bigger guy, a more muscular guy, a less mobile guy, but he wants somebody who can sit in the pocket, who can take a hit, who can, dodge a tackle here and there, who could look over the offensive line and dump the ball off to, or like allow for like a deep ball, like a mid-range ball to happen, right? And Brock Purdy probably has the better arm and probably has the better, is more athletic than Mac Jones. I don't disagree with that. But that doesn't fit into what Shanahan wants to do with his quarterback and his offense, right? And this is my point that I've been saying is like there's a certain look to his quarterbacks that work and those that don't, right? Jimmy Garoppolo was tall and lengthy and pocket passer, right? Sam Darnold was tall, lengthy, and a pocket passer, right? Nick Mullins was tall and lengthy and a pocket passer. That's who they were. I'm not saying Brock Purdy isn't that, but he's not great at that. That's not where he shone.
He's short, better arm, and more agile. like it's so funny because there's more positives to say than negatives compared to his constituents.
But again, Shanahan won't change his offense to reflect that. He won't make, a more, play action heavy offense. He won't allow the quarterback to roll out and like allow Brock Purdy to see the entire field. He won't send deep balls for like Brock Purdy to show off his arm talent. He's gonna keep to what his system is, and Brock Purdy has to adjust to it. And right, that Brock Purdy's done a good job doing that. But when you see somebody like Mac Jones who can step in, who fits that mold of who that offense is supposed to represent, it just works right away. So it just begs the question as to why they would pay Brock Purdy, who clearly is uncomfortable in certain situations in that offense, that much money when you have a guy like Mac Jones who Shanahan would like to work with and that he works well with and that fits his offensive scheme, and not pay him.
Yeah. Also, I think when it comes to Brock Purdy, when I watch the games, I see him trying to make a big play. Right? Because this 49ers offense is very much dink and dunk. Throw the screen. Check it down. We got a guy for a 5-yard out and a 4-yard in. Yeah, just hit that guy. You're going to be all right. Completion. Yeah, you're going to be good. Let's run the ball. Right? Get the ball. Our offensive line isn't that great. So let's get the ball out quick because we can't hold up for that long. And I see him trying to play hero ball. Like he's stepping in the pocket, right? Trying to see over the line, right? Not taking the check down and just tries to go deep. And then it just fucks everything up. He fucks it up. And I know he's talented and it sucks. Because it's like, you are fucking it up.
You know what this is, yeah? This isn't like a square hole in a round peg. This is a square hole trying to fit into a triangle. It's not that far off from working, but I just never see it working. You know what I mean? It just the gears are all there. They're just not in the right place. I just feel like if Brock Purdy was on a different team with a different offensive scheme, like if he was in Arizona, right, or if he was in Washington with Dan Quinn and
Cliff Kingsbury.
I feel like it would work. I feel like it would. I genuinely feel that. I feel like if Mac, it's like I feel like there's certain quarterbacks that would and certain coordinators who would work well. Like if he was in Dallas, if he was a Cowboy, I feel like it would work. I feel like there's just certain offenses that I feel like Brock Purdy would excel in, and Kyle Shanahan, who's never going to change his offense because he's stubborn and has ego, because all coaches have ego, is never going to change that for him. And some coaches will. Some coaches with very young quarterbacks will change their offense, right? But most coordinators have a set system and a set play, and Kyle Shanahan is not going to change that. He's not.
Ooh.
So,
you know where Brock Purdy would do so well in? Minnesota. Kevin O'Connell. We're talking about quarterback whisperer. This motherfucker touches any quarterback, period. Doesn't matter any type of play style. You're going to look good.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like, typically all his guys are like on the taller end, like Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy. But he's had guys a bit, on the shorter side. He had a Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins, right? He's had guys to where they're not like your prototypical quarterback. But fuck, their offense was humming. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, maybe he would look different on a different team, but he's stuck there. They're stuck with him. I guess
my thing. This be the last thing I said, and you move on. My thing is like, I always hark back to when Matt LaFleur, not Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay, when he had Jared Goff, and he knew it wasn't going to work, and he was never going to change the system for Jared Goff, and he knew there was more offense in the system if he had a quarterback that fit more, and they got Matthew Stafford, who was a better fit, who fit his scheme better, and it worked, and he won a Super Bowl. When it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I just don't understand why the Niners and Shanahan, who clearly it worked, but it was never going to work. You know what I mean? Like, there are glimpses where, like, it hums and it does well, and Brock Purdy looks like a good quarterback. But then, how long is that sustainable for? How long until it gets repetitive? How long until teams figure it out? And I feel like there needed to be a change there this offseason. I feel like paying him that much money was just too much of a risk. And I feel like you start Mac Jones, they're more comfortable as an offense when Mac Jones is the quarterback. When Brock Purdy's there, it's like we might get a big play, but we might get an interception. Like, it's more chaotic. Yeah. Is my point.
Now I will say though, like, if this fucking 49ers team had any bit of consistency, maybe he would play better. Maybe. Because let's fucking face it, they're fucking for the last like 2-3 years they've just been fucking riddled with injuries, and it's so sad to see because the full potential. They're 4-1 right now. They could be 5-0, and would have done it more dominantly. What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just call the flag.
I'm not laughing at you.
No.
My favorite thing is in the NFL. Just real quick tangent. I love when there's such a clear pass interference, and you'll see no flag, and then like an elbow drop from the top rope, you'll see the flag come flying across the screen. You're like, oh, there it is.
Let's see.
I don't know why.
He's in coverage.
I mean,
yeah. Didn't even look back for the ball. The fuck.
Didn't even look back at the ball. First and goal at the 1. I think does it.
They have one timeout. This is a QB sneak if I've ever seen it.
This is a non-tush push. Hunter Henry, get back in the line. What are you doing? Well, why are you going 1-on-1? There we go. Hello.
Okay, they got a second. They get a field goal. All right, thank God. Woo.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Like,
he's going to go into this with a 3-point lead, 6-3. Who would have thought?
Not me. I mean, what were we talking about? Yeah. The 49ers, like their injuries, like there's no consistency in that locker room. Who's gonna start? Who's gonna play? There's none of that. So like that can like attribute to like some of their woes as a team. And maybe the quarterback feels that the most because he just doesn't know who the fuck is going to be next to him on the field, right, game in, game out. And even him, Brock Purdy's been fucking hurt, right? He's had surgery on his elbow. He's had turf toe. He's had hamstrings. He's had knee things, ankles. Like, he's banged up too. Like, these guys just aren't healthy. And it's hard to get that consistency when you're yourself are never healthy, so you don't feel the best, and then you're also playing with guys who aren't really that good.
But my thing, and what this all harps back to, is why would you pay him $250 million when there's this much injury history, inconsistency, and where you're already so tight on your salary cap, you can't fix your debt problem. It's like to me, I still don't understand why they would pay him that much. I would have said 30. You all said I was crazy, but to me, that's what he was worth.
Right now, it's looking like it. I mean,
Yeah,
like every game, he's throwing 2 interceptions, bare minimum. It's like, what am I watching? Like, and like,
like they paid him to be the elite top five quarterback. That's what they paid him to be, a top five quarterback in elite. He's not that. He's never going to be that. And it's like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird ownership. It's weird by John Lynch. It's weird by Shanahan that he wanted it. I don't know. It's very weird, but they won. So it's like how mad can we get?
son, they're winning games, bro. They're winning games. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter who's on the field. Shut up. Get the fuck on the field, boys, you fucking stupids. Get on. Come on. Son, it really don't matter, bro. Because they're going to win anyway. And you want to know why? Because that defense is good.
It is good.
The defense is good. That's why they win these games. Because their defense can stop people. So the offense doesn't have to hum. Doesn't have to be that good. Brock Purdy doesn't have to be that amazing. Just don't fuck it up. Literally, like if Brock Purdy just went into a game and did like a Jalen Hurts special of like 125 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, no fumbles.
You know, he needs to be like a Jared Goff, like 16 of 16, 230 yards, maybe a touchdown pass.
Boom, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And just the occasional like 15 yards over the middle pass. Like that's it. The occasional, like 15 yards over the middle.
That's all
That's
he
it.
needs sometimes, man. But fuck, he just can't get it done. But that defense fucking gets it done for you, and it gives them a lot of chances. So maybe that's like when they mess up because they get the ball more. I don't know.
No, you're reaching.
I don't know. I'm probably reaching. Like I'm trying to like help Brock Purdy out in any way, but he's just shit right now. I don't think he's a shit quarterback in like total, but I just think he's playing like shit, which sucks. So, but they're 4-1. Fucking fantastic. And you know what? Yeah, they probably give the Bucks a run for their money a little bit, which is sad. So sad. Tennessee got a win. Thank you. Wow.
You know who didn't get a win? The Jets.
No, they did not.
The only winless team in the NFL. It's fine. We're 0-5.
You know, shout out to Cam Ward. Tennessee Titans won a game. This is probably the only game they're gonna win all season. But hey, fuck it, we ride.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it because he said, we're straight ass right now. He took the ball and he won them the game personally. That's a good sign for a rookie quarterback. He said, we're straight up ass, and he won the game this week.
It's nice.
Respectfully.
So nice. Man, so shout out to Tennessee. They're gonna win like 3 games this season maximum. But at least they got one.
So, they did get the one.
So good for them.
God, Arizona, man. What the fuck?
Yo, man, I don't know. Arizona. Yo, when are we going to start talking about Kyler Murray being like super dog shit?
Never. Because he's never going to leave.
I don't get it, yo. Like, I like, they always rate Kyler Murray because he could run. But, like, if we're being honest, yeah. If we're comparing, he is Brock Purdy with just faster and less playoff success.
Yeah.
That's
I couldn't even tell you the last time Kyler Murray won a playoff game.
I don't think he ever has.
2016? That was the last time they made the playoffs, like 2016. Am I talking on my ass? Why I feel like I remember that.
They did make the playoffs that year. Arizona Cardinals. But was that with Kyler Murray, though? Kyler Murray playoffs. Um, he led them to the playoffs once in his career, and they lost to the Rams. Oh yeah, this was the game they got fucking shellacked. Oh, I remember this. Oh wow, and they were good that year too, which is the funny part.
I've been trying to think like a Kyler Murray comparison based on his career, and I can't pull one. Like I can't remember a quarterback who's been with a team for this long, who sucked for this long, and still has been with this team for this long.
Oh, they were
Like
11-6, dude. They were good.
how long has Kyler Murray been in the league? Like 8 years
20,
now?
2018, man. It's been in the league.
This is year 7.
Yep.
One play, not even a playoff one.
Oh yeah, 2019. Excuse me. But
I can't even think of a comparison.
he is
Like,
what
like
he is what people like. Brock Purdy has way more playoff success than him. He is literally what people think Brock Purdy is. Just the guy who's like meh, meh. But there's clearly talent. Clearly. But fuck, he's just not.
and it's like he doesn't have talent. Like he's got Trey McBride, he's got Marvin Harrison Jr. Their offensive line is okay. It's like I don't know.
But he is 5'8".
He is 5'8".
He is 5'8", so it's a bit tough.
He's 5'8", and I don't know.
I mean that 2021 season, what was he? 24 touchdowns, 10 picks, 100 QBR, 100 quarterback rating. That's nice. 3,787 passing yards. It's not bad. But Kyler Murray is just a run-of-the-mill quarterback. And he was a first overall pick, so we have higher expectations of him. At least Brock Purdy was in the fucking 7th round.
I thought the comparison. You know who his career is going to turn exactly like?
Oh.
His career is going to be like, he's going to be a worse Phillip Rivers. No playoff success, no Super Bowl, going to stay with the team forever. No one's going to give a shit. He's going to be in year 17, and all of a sudden he'll go to like the Raiders or something. Just for like the final year of his career. He's gonna be a worse Phillip Rivers for his whole career. I'm telling you. I feel it.
Wow. What a comparison.
He's gonna not in terms of talent and success, but he's gonna be with one team forever. Where you're like, damn, he's been there forever, but he's ass. But it's like they're never gonna cut him. They're never gonna trade him.
First overall pick as well.
First overall pick.
At least Brock Purdy was in the 7th round. You know what I mean? Like, so then you could be like, oh, at least he's a 7th round pick.
At least the Cardinals are committing to the bit. You gotta respect that. They're like, nah, he was first overall pick. We have to keep him. We have to. First overall pick.
And they paid him a lot of money. They paid him.
We can't prove we messed it up.
Yo, what's Kyler Murray's contract? Hold on.
Isn't it like 180 for 5 years?
I think it's more. We need to start giving fucking smoke to a 5-year, $230 million contract. We need to start giving smoke to Kyler Murray the same we do to Brock Purdy, because this is a bullshit. So he signed that shit in 2022.
He's gonna be there another 3 years.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Average annual value $46 million. Well, something light. You know what I mean? Like,
how much guaranteed money?
$160 million.
Oh, it's not bad. He's got more guaranteed money.
So at least Brock, you know what? Brock did that for himself. He was like, man, I'm a 7th round pick. Man, I need this shit. So at least you can understand where Brock's coming from. Yo, fucking Arizona, what a fucking hellhole. Literally, it's hot as shit over there.
It's hot as shit.
The
They play on
team,
grass.
the team is hot ass. They're bad. They're never gonna be good.
But the thing is, they're never gonna be bad enough that like, we could say they're a bad team. Like they'll get 6 wins and be like, oh, all right.
Kyler could do better. No, can he really? Like, the Commanders won. They beat the Chargers. Jane Daniels came back, got a win. Now they're 3-2. The Chargers 3-2. I think if I'm looking at their schedule, okay, they play the Dolphins next. This is a get you right game. This is a get you right. Get back on track.
Yeah.
Let's get 4-2. All right. Then you play the Colts and the Vikings. A bit tougher, but still, these are games where we got to be competitive. You play the Titans. That's a win. Please. The Steelers, Jaguars. You play the Raiders. You play the Texans late in the year. You play the Cowboys. You should have close to 10 wins. But will you? I mean, this is a decent slide right now. You lost to the Giants, bad. And then you lose to the Commanders, bad. Like, if the Dolphins make it competitive with you, I think we might have to start talking about this defense and how it's not that great.
I think it's the defense and the offensive line.
Yeah, their O line is kaput. It's
also
toast. It's toast. They lost literally like 4 players due to injury. Like, it's so bad. Yeah, it's that. And then Justin Herbert, he has to be the second coming of Jesus. So I mean, they beat the Broncos. It's a good win. They beat the Chiefs. It's a good win. I think we'll see against the Dolphins if they still got it, which I think they do. But now they got to show it.
I think the Commanders, this game was a more competitive game as to what we were expecting. To me, the Giant loss will be if they lose to the Dolphins, it makes sense why they lost to the Giants. It would just prove they're not a good team. That's what it would prove to me. They're a very inconsistent team. Because right now, if you lose to the Commanders, the Commanders can go on a run. The Commanders are a good team, great offense. If Jane Daniels gets right again, that offense will hum, and I can allow that a loss to the Commanders. That's fine, right? You lose to the Giants and the Dolphins, that's where we got serious problems. So I'm very high in this Charger team. I know you are too, but it's a very serious slide if they end up losing 3 in a row. 2 out of the 3 are to non-playoff teams. That's not a good look.
And then if they make the playoffs, they are in a big position to get fraud checked once again. Sucks.
You know, it'd be a great playoff matchup. The Ravens and the Chargers.
Oh God,
It's a great
who wants it
matchup.
the least?
Who wants the least?
Both fucking teams turning the football over. Justin Herbert does his best impression of last year. Just turns the football over 4 times. Lamar is trying his hardest, but just fumbles, and Derrick Henry can't run at all. He can't run. He's walking. He's like, oh, guys, please.
Mark Andrews drops the ball at the goal line again.
Yeah, little things like that.
Oh God.
I mean, this is a pretty decent slate of football. Nothing too shabby here. Carolina came back on Miami. Miami's dog water, so
Not to the Jets.
nope. Shout out to the Panthers. They were down by 17-0, and they came back. So
You know what's funny? Yeah.
not mad at it.
I'm. Every time Carolina wins, I feel justified in my Bryce Young take. But every time they lose, right, I'm like, fuck, I got that one wrong. But they win, I'm like, oh, I got that one. They lose, I'm like, fuck, I got that one wrong.
Yo, but can I just say something? Rico fucking Dowdle had 206 rushing yards. That's the big difference. They were able to run the ball. And that gives Bryce Young, who had 19 of 30, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Only 198 passing yards. Rico Daddle had more rushing yards than Bryce Young had passing yards.
I'm curious, yeah. Just real quick.
Yeah.
How many rushing yards did Brees Hall have against the Dogs?
Oh, he had a lot. He had like 115, something like that. Yeah, he had a good amount.
This game still gets me tight. It really does. It really I don't know how we fucking didn't win this game. I really don't. He had 81. Justin Fields had 81.
Oh.
And we still couldn't win.
Oh man, this is crazy. James Cook, almost the first down.
Jeez.
Wow. The shout out to Carolina. They got it right this
That's
game. Who do they play next? Who do you play next week, Carolina? You play the Cowboys. Okay. Could be a good offensive game. Maybe not, but like maybe they play the Jets. All right. I think the Jets beat them, but all right. They play the Bills, Packers. Okay. You know what? I could see 4 losses in a row. Respectfully. Then you play the Saints and the Falcons. Those are winnable. Then you play 49ers and Rams. You're losing. That's fine. You play Saints. You're probably, I don't know. And then you play the Bucks, Seahawks, and then Bucks. Okay, so you're losing out. Okay, so you'll win. How many wins do you have? 2 wins already. Not bad. I think you'll be.
I think that was like 6 or 7.
5-12, 6-11 at best. It's not bad, but it's not great. You want better, so it's not too crazy. Hands the ball off James Cook, and he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Patriots defense, yeah. It's not bad.
Not fucking bad, yo.
Not bad.
They signed a lot of guys, and they have Mike Vrabel, who is a defensive guy who knows how to get his guys prepared. Like in those Tennessee seasons, they had Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback, and they were like cooking.
Right.
It's because the defense and
Wasn't that offense like Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and AJ Brown?
Yeah.
And we just didn't know it.
Yep.
How good it was.
That was it. That was it. No, nobody else. Did they have Delaney Walker for a little bit? I think maybe not that much. I think he was older at that time, but their defense was crazy good. And they beat the Patriots in that one playoff year because of that defense. It was so good.
Right.
So
I remember that game.
What a glorious game. What a great game that was. When he threw the pick 6, fantastic. I love it every second.
What time to be alive?
No, what a great time. Do we want to start previewing some other games?
Yeah, let's do some of that.
So we got the Monday night game, Kansas City versus Jacksonville. I think Kansas City wins. Jacksonville's defense is okay. It's not that bad.
Right.
Not that bad. But I think the Chiefs are just better. The Chiefs' offense is better than Jacksonville's offense because the Chiefs' defense is better. And I think you could score on the Jacksonville defense. Right? The Panthers. Wow. 49ers scored 21 points. Bengals scored 27. And some of that was with fucking Jake Browning. You're facing off against Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, a bunch of them boys over there. I think this may be like a lowish scoring game. Like I don't see anybody cracking like 28 points here. But we'll see. We'll see for this one. What do you think?
I agree with you. I think this game is going to be closer than we think. I think it's going to be low scoring as well. I like both defenses here, and I think Trevor Lawrence has played better than we thought, and this Jacksonville offense does have talent. Um, Travis Etienne's had a good year. Um, I forget the receiver's name. The young receiver, what's his name? Not Travis Hunter. The other
Oh,
one.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. I don't know why I forgot him.
Yeah, because
Um,
he's fucking been shit. That's why he's forgettable right now. He's not just not playing well. It sucks.
but I feel like that offense has talent. I think they've been playing decently well. Um, and I think like the Chiefs are in a good role right now. They have good momentum. They have 2 wins in a row. They go off to the 0-3 start. They're trying to claw their way back into it, and they've been doing that. They had 2 back-to-back really good wins. Um, I think if they want to be legit and we want to take them seriously again and we want to consider them a legit Super Bowl contender, they have to beat Jacksonville. Like these are games they have to win, right? Like Jacksonville is not less talented, but you just feel like with everything going on, who the Chiefs are and where they're playing and the Chief mentality, these are games that they win all the time. If they don't win this game, I'd be concerned. It would be they would kill their own momentum. It would stop them dead in their tracks. Um, and yeah, I feel like they should be beating Jacksonville by a lot. But I don't think they will, but I think they'll get the win. I think they'll be fine. But I feel like if we want to take them as Super Bowl contenders again, if they want to show us that they're legitimately in this race for the division and for the AFC spot, you beat Jacksonville. Like you have to. And if they don't, I would be concerned because I think that'll be this is a good spot in the season and for them to see where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Are they legit or are they not? I think this game will determine. It will answer a lot of questions regarding that.
And then we got the Thursday night game that's going to be coming up. It's my Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Not much commentary on this. We're going to get spanked. Next, that's it. We're going to lose. Jackson Dart versus
Okay.
this Phillies defense. Yeah, he'll throw a couple
The
picks probably.
the just play the Broncos. I'll keep this very short and simple. We're in spanked. We're not beating that defense. And we're not winning. All right. So we're gonna be 0-6. Moving on. Next.
Yo, ain't that a bitch, right? Like, we just we already know going into the week. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. Probably gonna be shitty. But yeah,
You
we
know what?
try.
If I sleep in, you can't get mad at me. You cannot. I don't give a shit. I'll get drunk on Saturday night. I don't care.
Next week we have Detroit versus Kansas City. Sunday night football matchup. That's a big game.
Love it. Huge game.
Love it, live it. I want to. How does this Lions offense look against that Chiefs defense? Does the Chiefs defense look like hot doo doo, and do the Lions play above their expectations and you know, put pressure on Patrick Mahomes, make it hard for him, make it difficult. We'll see. If I had to pick a team right now, I'm picking Detroit, but it's damn close, just because of what Patrick Mahomes and that team could do. Yeah, and I also think like the Lions just have too many weapons, so I don't know how they're going to be able to cover all of them for that long, and have Patrick Mahomes not face any pressure by that D line or by that defense at all.
Right. I agree. I really want to see what happens Monday with the Chiefs before like I can really say anything definitive. Because I think that Jacksonville game is going to tell us a lot about what this team and how it looks, right? But I will say that this game is super important for both teams. Detroit against good teams has not been. They don't have a great record. They've been kind of walking through the season against really lesser teams. They played the Bengals today. They won, no surprise. So it's a good test for Detroit to see where they're at and how they look because they played the Packers week 1. Okay, it's week 1. That's fine. This is week 6 or week 6, right? So see where they're at. This is a good test for them. I need to see what I've been seeing from Detroit Great offensive play, elite running game, and defense is stellar. I need to see that again. Kansas City, I need to see Patrick Mahomes, still Patrick Mahomes, doing Mahomes stuff on Sunday Night Football. Chris Collinsworth's going to be in his pants. It's going to be great. I need to see more involvement from the offensive players, like Xavier Word, Travis Kelce, and I think Pacheco. I need to see more from him. And that defense needs to continue to play well. So, and I agree with you. I think that Detroit offense is just going to be too much for that Chief defense in terms of the player personnel and who's guarding who, who's covering who. But Jared Goff needs to play great. I think that's. I think that Chief defense is really good against the run. I think I don't think Gibbs has a big night, but I think I can see Alvin Raw having a big night. I can see a big night from Jared Goff, and that will lead him to the win. But right now, I'm picking Detroit, but I do want to see how Kansas City looks on Monday. That's going to be a big telling game for sure. Because if the Chiefs lose on and then they lose against Detroit and they're 2-5, that's a different tone of the season completely.
Yes. Well, we'll see for that one. No other games that are real worth mentioning.
I was looking at that too. I mean,
honestly, our team's games are the biggest ones of the week, for being honest. Which is the funny part. Like, it's Thursday night. I don't gotta wait too long to watch my Giants get cracked.
You know what it is yet? There's always one week in the NFL season where you're like, damn, this week is tough. But there's that one Sunday night game where you're like, all right, we went through the slop. Let's get going here. And then that game ends up being absolute shit as well. Like, it's just one of those weeks. I mean, Niners Bucks we talked about because probably the second biggest game this weekend probably. The Rams need to bounce back against the Ravens, that's for sure. That's interesting. Seahawks need to bounce back. Yeah. I really have nothing else.
Yeah, there's nothing else for the NFL as of right now. Bills are up 10-6. That's fun. Good for them. I kind of want to talk about UFC right now. I'm itching.
Yeah?
I'm itching.
You itching?
Hold on.
I'm itching.
Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm here. We're here. All right, guys. Listen up.
We haven't done this in a while.
We have big fights. Big fights. Alex Pereira.
Big fight. Big moment.
KO's Magomed Ankalaev in the first round in like under a minute. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
It was really gorgeous to see. Pereira looked big, strong, backing him up. He broke his foot as well. Crazy. Just kicking the shins of Ankalaev made him switch stances into orthodox. And then he just cracked him with a right hand coming in.
Son. No glaze. Alex Pereira might be one of the greatest of all time.
He is. No. That's appropriate. This is a glazed donut. This is appropriate. He is one of the greatest of all time. He is.
You have to remember too, he didn't have an overhand right until he was 38 years old. He didn't have an overhand right.
It's just all left hook at that point.
It was all left hook until he was 38 years old. Yo, Drake made cooking.
Stephon Diggs against his former team. Gosh, remember Diggs on the Bills? Man, what a guy, right?
Oh yeah, he just runs.
Oh wow, what a great route. Leave him in the dust.
That route. I don't know what to call that. He went in and he faked going out.
That's some improv shit. And he
ran a fucking lateral.
Yeah.
Drake cooking. 12-19, 153.
Oh, touchdown! New England. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on. Buffalo. But you can never count out Josh Allen. That's one thing.
No, okay, no, we're good. Never mind. It was on defense.
Touchdown.
But yeah, I mean, Alex Pereira said after the last fight against Ankalaev, I wasn't feeling like myself. I wasn't feeling good. And as like a fan, you're like, oh, this is just usual bullshit to defend himself, and like, okay, whatever. No, he was telling the truth. That motherfucker was telling the truth. He had a broken left hand and he had COVID, and he was like, nah, I don't feel like myself. That's why I'm not winning. Bro was not lying. He came into this camp fully healthy and knocked him out in 80 seconds. Like, that shit is, it's wild. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He was like, he was like, you're good, bro. Don't worry. I wasn't myself. I come back like myself. CHAMA.
It's crazy, right? Because like now we're thinking of him moving up to heavyweight. He said to Dana before the fight, this came
Yeah, he's
out.
on heavyweight.
He's like, I want to fight a heavyweight. So this is what this means. You ready for this? Tom Aspinall, yeah, you gotta fucking beat Cyril Gane. You have to. Right?
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest fights of the decade, of the century. Imagine this: Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira, White House, main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is Sean McVay levels of crack, because it's fantastic. Let me fucking tell you.
Hey, 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 hey. We're going. I don't care what the fuck you say. We're going. I don't care what you
We're
believe
not
in.
going to the White House.
We're going to the White House to see this card.
If I win the lottery, well, first I have to start playing it. If I start playing it and then winning it, then we can go to the White House card. Dude, that'd be so fire, yo. That'd be so cool. Just
I was thinking the same. I was like, you have to put Alex Pereira on the White House card now. Like you have to. Like there's no other option.
And then I was talking to somebody. I was like, and then throw in John Jones, make it a triple threat.
You know what? Yeah, I was like, John Jones come out of retirement to fight Alex Pereira. I'm telling you.
I that better not happen. He's probably gonna fight Aspinall if everything goes well. If this is what we're thinking about, and that's a big fight. It's a big ass fight, dude. I mean, who wins? Alex has shown an ability to not get taken down that much. But now he'll face a heavyweight man, like a true 255-pound heavyweight man.
Yeah.
6'5" as well, tall, fast, can knock you out with one punch. I don't know.
I mean,
that's tough.
That's kind of why I feel like Pereira won't take Tom Aspinall right away. Just because I think he wants to get a fight at heavyweight to see what it's like in that camp and that like ability before he faces Tom Aspinall. Just I could see that happening, but I could also see him being like, "Chama, I fight Aspinall." I could also see that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the smart decision, the logical decision, the non-Chad decision is to take like a Cyril Gane and just knock out Cyril Gane in 6 seconds just to have that camp for a heavyweight. But we'll see.
Nah, he don't need that. Shama. I don't want to go back to my tire shop. Shama. And then Marab had a fight. He's the bantamweight GOAT. It just sucks that he's like kind of boring. So it doesn't hit the same when you call like the most boring guy. Yeah, this guy's one of the GOATs. Knees to the thigh. Let me tell you. You ever heard of him?
Hey, you ever heard what a clutch is? That's what he does. You ever heard of sitting on the ground for 4 minutes watching a guy lay on another guy? That's Marab. You ever hear of control time? That's Marab.
Fuck me. Corey Sandhagen actually did not look bad in moments. He had a really good first round. And then he almost got TKO'd and KO'd on the feet. And then Marab started cooking. And then Marab wins as always. I don't know who's gonna beat him. There has to. I think he might retire with the belt. In all honesty, who else does he fight next? We don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey. Khalil Shakir. Catch. Caught that. But there's a flag, though. Ugh. Is that unnecessary roughness?
It better not be. What the hell was wrong with that?
I think he was out of bounds already. Like, watch this, and then he, like, kind of brings him down by the
But he
waist.
grabbed him. He grabbed him inbounds, and Shakir just dragged him out of bounds with him.
But I think, like
He,
yeah, this is unnecessary roughness. Because I think what they're saying is that he dropped his weight while he's out of bounds to try to tackle the guy who's already out of bounds. That's probably what they're saying. It's a personal foul. Okay. And then Mike Vrabel's pissed. Of course he is.
I would be too, just because I feel like, what's he supposed to do there? He can't let him go.
Yes, you can. He's out of bounds. Plays over.
But he's being dragged out of bounds. Like, if you let him go, you're injuring yourself. Like, his arms are wrapped around him. It's not that easy to unlock somebody when, like, they're going full speed without you, like, tearing your arms off, like you going face forward.
But I think they're saying, like, he initiated, like, he had him around the waist. Once he starts stepping out of bounds, like, he stepped out of bounds. He's already out of bounds. Then you start trying to pull him down.
I feel like the position he was in, that was difficult to do.
I don't think it was that difficult.
That's an unreasonable request. Personally.
No, it's not, because you started pulling down when he was out of bounds. He was already out of bounds, so why did you pull? You could have just stopped. So that's what the refs are saying. Like, don't fucking pull down on a person when he's out of bounds. He's already out of bounds. It's not like he started it in bounds, then they went out of bounds. He had his hands around him, goes out of bounds, then pulls down. That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's a fucking big play too. Personal foul, 15 yards, and a first down. That's big.
Yeah.
There we go.
What are we talking about?
Marab. Yeah, Bantamweight GOAT.
Yeah. Song Yadong next.
Whoever. Just put him against whoever.
Marlon Vera.
No.
Also in that division. Henry Cejudo.
No, he'll beat him again. It's not fun. He literally has wiped out the entire division. There's literally
Peter Yan again.
There's literally nothing that he could do. So.
Sean O'Malley 3.
No. It's just nothing fun. It's really nothing fun. But shout out to him. Shout out to Yuri Prohashka.
Yo, this was a great stand and bang. What a shout out to Khalil Roundtree too.
Yuri Prohashka was getting like pieced up in the first couple rounds, and he was just losing a fight. And third round, he was like, "No." So like, it was so funny because like, the only person to really beat him is Alex Pereira, and that's because he switched him off. That's because he hit him so hard that his brain just turned his whole body off. That's the only way you could beat him, is if you KO him clean. If you crack him on the chin, you're gonna get tired of that, and then he's gonna beat your ass. Like, what the fuck do you do?
But there were like 2 or 3 shots that like Khalil Roundtree would like grab like the back of his head and just throw a punch at him, and Yuri wouldn't move. Like, Yuri wouldn't move. And I'm just there like, what is he, fucking made of titanium?
Yep.
Like, and then Yuri would just hit Roundtree with like a basic right hand, and Roundtree would like stumble back to the cage. I'm like, what is happening?
From the fucking mountains of the fucking Czech Republic. He just fucking, I channel my ancestors. Oh, I don't know. He's so exciting. If Pereira moves up and vacates the title, he's gonna fight for the title, and I think he wins it. I don't think anybody just switches him off and KOs him.
No.
Nobody does that.
No.
So he's gonna win, because they're not gonna be able to handle that pressure. They're just not.
And I think if he does win it, I don't see anybody beating him.
Yeah, not for
I
a
don't think
long
Elijah
time.
beats him.
Yeah,
I don't think Roger beats him. I don't think Jamal Hill beats him. No.
nobody, right?
I think Alex has been like Yuri's like that
Josh
intercepted.
Allen threw a pick.
Son, what is this game right now?
The Bills
Why
had
is she clapping?
three
Why is that? What?
turnovers. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, I feel like Alex has been gatekeeping that division from Yuri for so long.
Yeah, because
Like if Alex Fire was
because he beat
if Alex
Yuri
Fire was in that
twice.
division, right? But if Alex was in that division, Yuri would be champion for like 5 years, easily.
Nobody would beat him. There's
Nobody would
nobody.
beat him.
Wow, that was it was a pretty decent card as well. Um, yeah, UFC, we're fucking back, baby.
We're
No,
back. We're
no
going. We're
more
going.
lay and pray. No more knees up against the fence. We still got Marab though, so it's not fully gone. But I guess I'll take it.
We still got Marab. Taporia's great. Chimaev's kind of laying Bray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aspinall's good.
Espinal's fantastic.
Jack Della stand and bang, that's good. Pantoja's good. Pantoja's
A
stand and
lot
bang.
of good stand and bang. I'm liking it.
Volk. Volk. I still can't believe Volk is the champ of featherweight. That's still so very funny to me.
That's right. Got that shit back, motherfucker.
Got that shit back.
That's mine.
We're back in 2023, bro. We got Pantoja, we got Taporia, we got Volk, we got Pereira. Like we're back, bro.
Yo, life is good.
Life is good in the UFC. We got Aspinall.
Life's good right now. I got fucking pizza rolls. I'm playing Fortnite right now. Shit's lit. Like
It's lit, bro.
anything else? Anything else we got over here?
Oh,
Let's talk about it.
no, you're a very important playoff game today. No,
Oh god.
from a very very important two playoff games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, from the American League Divisional Series. Yeah, the New York Yankees against the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah. Game one. You started. Who just started game one? I don't even remember. Oh, Luis Hill. That's right. He threw 40 pitches. I think he got pulled up to 40 pitches. You gave up 9 runs to the Blue Jays in 9 innings. Vlad, 10. Sorry, 10. That was game one. And Vlad, went off. I think he was like 3 or 4 with a home run. It was great. Yeah, Alejandro Kirk hit an absolute nuke on your asses. That was fun to see. Aaron Judge had the bases loaded and nobody out, and he struck out. That was amazing to see. Kevin Gausman shoved for 6 innings in game one. But it's game one. It's game one. You had Luis Hill, Max Fried now in game two, the stopper. You gotta take one game in Toronto. Just throw Max Fried out there. The bullpen's rested. We should be good to go. And Max Fried can't even get an out of the third inning. As you're down 5-0 right away through 3 innings. Still can't score a run. As what was his name? Yarn the Savage. That was his name. The Savage. He's a rookie. It's his 5th career start. Great splitter. One of the best splitters I've ever seen. But he throws a fastball at 94 and a splitter and not even a slider, and the Yankees are getting no hit through 6 innings. I mean, it was crazy. But they started coming back into it in the 6th inning. They put 7 runs on the board. But by that point, they were down, I believe, what was it, 12-0, and by that point, because Will Warren was still in the game for some reason and did not want to take him out, even though he gave up 5 runs, which was crazy. But Vlad had grand slam with extra ham and a side of carrot cake, as it went to 9-0. But who's counting? Um, but yeah, I mean the Yankees lost 13-7. They're down 0-2. It comes back to New York. You face Shane Bieber. You send out Carlos Rodon. Who knows? Maybe you win a game in New York. Maybe you win Game 4. You send Schlittler out there, the rookie, who shoved against the Red Sox. Not gonna lie, he shoved. He pitched pretty well. But you can't score runs. The Blue Jays don't strike out, and the Blue Jays got pitching. I'm just always gonna remember Aaron Judge had the bases loaded, nobody out in Game 1, with a chance to take the lead with a base hit, and he struck out at a slider in the dirt that was never a strike. Yeah, he did get an RBI today, and 2 walks, and 2 singles. He's the captain. He's the captain. Down 0-2 to the Blue Jays.
Word.
I mean, to me, why Will Warren was in the game for so long, I will never understand when you had a fully healthy bullpen. Why Luke Weaver never came into the game, I will never know. We might never see Devin Williams in the series ever. I don't know. Will Judge and Stanton and Wells hit? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Will Trent Grisham do something? Maybe. Bellinger almost had a double today, but the Blue Jays do something that's called defense, and they play it. And they play it well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over.
Look, I'm just saying. Maybe the Yankees had too easy of a schedule to end the year. Maybe it was a lot of fraudulent behavior to end the year with all the easy teams they were playing. I don't know. Maybe Max Fried isn't all that in a big game. I don't know. Maybe you learn about a rookie pitcher's tendencies before you strike out 10 times and be no hit through 5 innings. Shout out to Savage. Great last name, by the way. Great last name. Hey, man.
Who cares, man? Fucking.
Listen, it sucks being a Met fan. It genuinely does. But when you have weekends like this, sometimes the world just smiles back at you. You feel lighter. You can see the clouds. You hear the birds. Just everything works out. It was a good day today. Now that I think about it, it was a good day today. Watching Will Warren give up that grand slam to Vlad Guerrero, that was good. Or too, because John Smoltz literally called it right before it happened, so that was great.
Yep. Yep, it's fucking fantastic. It's fantastic, actually. It's fucking real cute and fun.
They got won 3 in a row against the Blue Jays to come back. And then you would play the winner of the Mariners and Tigers. And the Mariners just took a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th against the Tigers. So that series might be going to 1-1. The Phillies lost to the Dodgers. Shout out to the Dodgers. Fuck the Phillies. We'd love to see that. Lost game 1. And Milwaukee's putting their absolute dick down on Chicago right now. So that's also fun. But yeah, the bigger story is that the Yankees are down 0-2 to the Blue Jays. And we'll go back at it again Tuesday night with Carlos Rodon getting the start against Shane Bieber.
Yay. So excited. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it now? Nope.
Oh, good day.
Well, you know,
Uh,
yeah.
what else?
I don't have anything else.
Preseason's back for NBA.
They played a game in PR.
They did.
They did.
They played a game in Australia too. The
That's
Knicks
pretty
played two
cool.
games. They played two games in Abu Dhabi. For some reason, I guess basketball is big there. I never knew that.
Listen, you know, it's a global game, yo. It's big everywhere.
I guess. Um, Quick college football scores. Miami beat Florida State 28-22. Miami looks legit. Bama beat Vandy 30-14. Cincinnati upset undefeated Iowa State. Notre Dame beat Boise State 28-7. The two big ones. Texas lose to Florida 29-21. They lose their rank as Arch Manning got benched and came back into the game. So he continues to struggle as Stark does not look good at all. So there you go. They're now unranked Texas. They were number one ranked in the country before the season began. And the bigger one, Penn State loses to UCLA 42-35 as UCLA was 0-4 going into this game. And Penn State was the seventh ranked team in the country. And they lose in UCLA as Penn State lose back-to-back games and they lose their rank. As they lost to Oregon, now they lost to UCLA. James Franklin, I don't know how he still has a job, but he still does, and I don't know why.
Still upset.
And
I'm
lastly,
still upset about the Yankees.
la-
Gosh.
lastly, uh, the Aces win Game 2 and take a 2-0 lead in the finals against the Mercury. So they're probably going to win the
The
NBA,
fact that the
WNBA.
Aces went back to the finals after not having that good of a year is type crazy. Not gonna lie, but hey, the Fever almost went to the finals without Caitlin Clark, so I'm not even that mad.
It was a weird year in WNBA. There's a lot of teams that like the Lynx got bounced by the Mercury. That was weird.
And a
The
lot of
Liberty had the best
people
part ever.
don't like their commissioner. Ooh, ooh. Nafisa Collier was snitching up there on the mic, yo. She was not having none of that. Is that a touchdown? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's 20-10, 12-10 left
The
in the fourth.
Patriots are beating the Bills 20-10. How?
Divisional, baby. Hey, this is why we say 3-3. You never know. Divisional games, you never know.
Wow.
You know what we forgot to talk about?
Hmm.
Mark Sanchez got arrested. So Mark Sanchez, yeah, he's in Indianapolis, right? He's a broadcaster for Fox, right? So reportedly, he got charged at 12:36 for. Let me pull up the article here so that I make sure I'm not misquoting anybody. Let me give me 1 second. Mark Sanchez is arrested and charged. Let's see. So he charged with battery with injury, public intoxication, and lawful entry of a vehicle. All misdemeanors. So apparently, he got into a altercation with a 69-year-old truck driver in downtown Indianapolis, where Mark Sanchez was pepper sprayed and stabbed. He also tried to get into the man's vehicle, and he was drunk. So yeah, it's the truck driver believed that Sanchez was trying to kill him. That's how bad it was. He was thrown up against a dumpster and onto the ground and believed he was a life or death situation. And then there was a look of shock on Sanchez's face, and he took off. That's all according to the affidavit, and quoted by the truck driver. Sanchez told police officer that all he could remember was grabbing for a window. He did not know who stabbed him, where it happened, according to the affidavit. Yeah. So Mark Sanchez gets arrested after being publicly drunk and tried to hurt somebody get into the vehicle, and the guy was defending himself. So, all to say, you cannot take the jet out of a jet. Once you are a jet, that sticks with you forever. Just an absolute crazy story to be dropped on a Saturday afternoon while watching college football. Because it's like what are you what why how do you get to that point? It's just I would, if Jess was here, I would love to hear her take on this, but it's just crazy. It's just a crazy story.
Shout out to Mark Sanchez. Prayers up to him and his family. Hope that he's okay. But yeah, you're getting arrested, buddy. You're going to jail because you started it. You were drunk. You tried to enter a person's vehicle. What do you think was going to happen? You think that he would have just said, "Oh, excuse me, sir, I don't think you're allowed to be here right now." No. It's a trucker as well, probably seen way worse things on the roads.
Crazy.
It's honestly wild because at first what came out was like oh, he got stabbed. So we're like, oh no, somebody just went up to Mark Sanchez and just did this to him. They wanted his wallet or something. So we're all like, oh man, that sucks. Prayers up to him and his family. And then it comes out he was arrested, and they're like, for getting stabbed? What do you mean getting arrested? Like, is this wrong verbiage? Like, what's happening? No. He tried to fight somebody else, and then he got stabbed because of it. And then they're like, oh. Come on, Mark. Come on. Like,
you're supposed to be better than that.
Come on, Mark.
You left the jet.
I don't know. So funny.
Oh, God.
Shit. I mean, shout out to him. I don't know what else to say about that. That's just so...
It's so bizarre. It's just such... Like, just why, how... Just like what are you doing on like an Indianapolis night you get that drunk? Like, I know it's Indy, but like, why?
He's having fun. He's having fun.
You need to drink that. How old is Mark Sanchez?
He's like 38, 39, 40, 41, in his 40s.
He's 38. Good poll. I mean, like, at some point in a man's life, you gotta be like, you know what? I don't need this much alcohol. I don't need to be this drunk. I could have a drink or two and be fine. I don't need to drink this much. At some point, every man in their life does that. Mm-hmm. But clearly, Mark Sanchez is still unstable and still needs help. Because this getting that drunk you get into this type of altercation is a problem.
Yes. It's a very big problem. It's like, brother, dude, are we not learning anything as we get older? Like, what's happening? Well, that's all I got.
Anyway,
I'm tapped out.
NHL comes back on Tuesday. Thank God. Because God knows football ain't going to help me.
Wait. Did you say Tuesday? Tuesday. All right.
8 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
This game is absolutely insane.
What just happened? Said he was already down, and then this one dude comes out of nowhere and spears James Cook. Oh my God. Hold on.
We can't even look at his team right now.
Son, check this out. Check out the replay. All right. We'll see you guys next week. We love you guys. Take care. Peace.